Urza Saga passed the turn. Let's see what Michael has. And Urza Saga. Okay. And Grindstone. Scary. Devin drops to 19. Fetch up a Tundra. I think by this point the players knew what each other were playing pretty well. This is top 8. 5 rounds of Swiss before this. Cephalid Illusionist comes in. Due to some draws, we saw a draw for Devin earlier on today's stream. Due to some draws in the early rounds, there were quite a few dramatic winning-in games played in this event. It was right through to the end of the Swiss. Perfect Springs comes in untapped. Got to pay 3 life for that. The reverse side of Sink into Stupor.
Pretty cool. Another channel sent them to me. They're like a
Painter Servant.
yeah. But with 2 of them, they each show 1 number.
Devin thinking about reactions to Painter Servant. It's on the stack. Kiviak has arrived. There's a Cephalid Illusionist on Devin's side, which we know is a combo piece. Now, Michael's trying to mill Devin's deck, and Devin is trying to mill Devin's deck. Kind of an interesting aspect of this matchup. Force of Will pitching Narcomoeba on Painter. It is countered. Kiviak with a great question. Has it ever been determined who Painter's Servant served? I don't know. We're going back to Lorwyn next year, right? We're going back to that frickin' plane. What's the worst plane, chat? Shuko. Okay, Ponder Shuffle for Devin. Cephalid Illusionist and Shuko are both on the table.
I was like, big town against Dark Devils. Yeah. It's savage.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for like, there was a last player where I bounced the mind in the fight.
I just think that like in that situation, I don't just get
Devin thinking about what to do here. Combo is assembled, but is it safe?
Yeah.
Yep, 15.
Okay, just attacking. And passing the turn. So people in the chat, why would Devin play it safe here? What could Michael have?
Soul Guide Lantern. I'll take the orange chat, man.
It's common with the right answer. A Narcomoeba was pitched. You know, these people are paying attention.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Why wouldn't that? Is there about what any other?
Urza Saga comes in for Michael. The card is good. Soul Guy Lantern also pretty good. Stock up happening.
I want to play that. What do you want to face? How do you want to play this?
Mox Opal, okay.
Title.
Tamio, Inquisitive Student. Bunch of powerful permanents on the board on Michael's side. The combo is on Devin's side, but so far it doesn't seem that Devin will be able to combo off yet. Needs another creature. Okay, it looks like a Ponder Shuffle happening. Michael's deck also, if you're not familiar, does run a lot of counter magic.
The Italian one's
That's sweet. That's a good trick.
I mean, all my duels are Italian.
It's hard. Okay.
It's not like intentionally on that one. That is a funny coincidence.
It's so obvious Yeah, no, wait, no. Because then I've dealt with both of your threats. Yeah, we can go. Just trying to
All right, Devin just passes it back. Has that Cephalid Illusionist on defense. Urza Saga ticks up to 2 from Michael. Has Soul Guy Lantern, which is pretty disruptive. Attack with Tamio, make a clue. The constructs are going to be pretty big. There is the clue. Stranger Things clue. I have that one as well. It's pretty sick. Thoughtcast.
So you're on 5. I'm on 5. You're on.
That'll flip Tamio.
What's Tamio?
Where's all my monoliths? Or any lands that out of 4 mana. Like, I'm at 4. I'm at 4, Sam. But 4 is all you need, right?
Pass turn.
So you go.
All right, passing the turn back to Devin. Devin with 5 cards in hand. Force pitching Tamio on a brainstorm. Okay, okay.
Yep.
Okay, another Shuko gets equipped. We might be attacking Tamio here. Oh no, there's a construct that could be created still, so maybe not. Never mind.
Attack Tamio for 2.
Okay, we are attacking Tamio.
It's 3 and that'll be 2. Alright. That's cool.
Okay, I gotta make the construct end step. Wrong construct token. Tamio down to 2 loyalty. Making another construct as Urza Saga pops. Another wrong construct token. Michael searching the deck.
I would say that was a little disappointing. My game went just for what I think.
I could have, because then I just don't be able to attack, so I pile on.
But in that situation, I don't think
Pithing Needle naming Shuko. So Michael has a lot of permanents. 2 of them are constructs. Grindstones under there. Soul Guy Lantern. Needle is on Shuko. Big attack coming in from the construct, it looks like.
3, 5, 6, 9. Looking for 9.
There's 2 returns and 1 forfeit.
Attacking for 9. That's pretty big attack. Devin drops to 9. Can take a look at the top of the library with Mishra's Bauble.
Really hoping to. I was
2,
one time.
4. Do you draw me upkeep?
Not yet. No. This is
Okay, Teferi ticks up to 4. Draw on the upkeep with Mishra's Bauble.
off of the liver trap. I sent down aiming freeze. I was just like, I feel like this has got to be a Grafter's Cage or something, man. Okay. This is. Yeah, no, I think. I don't think it's wrong. They should have just. It's like I don't want to go different cards against you. Players are also still like free permission, and I'd rather have like actual cards that stop you. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, I got one. I think game 2 if I just put on the I have a chance. Part of the reason, but not a bad time to get.
Devin in some trouble. What do we need? Shuko shut off. Cephalid could block, but we likely die anyway.
You're not just getting idiots.
Teferi, not the worst. Could bounce it. All right, well, it's getting forced. Pitching stock up. And that is the game. Michael takes game 1.
Your opening with the Urza Saga when I planned to do the same exact thing was scary.
What's that?
We both planned for the Urza Saga go fast hand, and I was like, oh no.
Moving on to game 2. Devin will be on the play. The sideboard cards have come in.
Oh, to the table? Yeah.
Yep. Yep. That's fine.
Both players are gamers. This archive leaves a card on top. Urza's Saga. Okay.
You also have the surveillance thing in the yard. That was savage.
Shuko?
Needle on Shuko once again. Yeah, this is top 8. This is first round of top 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
but it also works with Urza's Tower and Urza's Saga.
they're all Urza's lands.
So it doesn't count as all Urzas?
It does.
Oh, okay.
So 2? I think we should be right here.
Play first time.
All right, passes the turn back to Michael. No non-land permanents for Devin so far. Ancient Tomb, so we can make some constructs. Pass the turn. The constructs were swinging for the victory in game 1. Will they do it again in game 2? We'll see.
So much.
Yeah, but I can do it.
Don't agree with Brian all the time, but his love of those
Hedge Maze, Surveil.
100% correct.
Nice one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how fast your deck goes.
The Surveillance. We've talked about so many times on this channel, but they've been such a great addition to Legacy. And I'm excited to see what the next land cycle that makes an impact on Legacy will be. I mean, the more land options we have, I think the better.
I followed the Depths players for so long about it being in Turbo Depths.
Xgrave is Devin in the chat saying the real dagger that game 1 was that I had Oracle in hand the entire game. Couldn't find a second blue. Force on Brainstorm was really held heads up by Michael. And then me incidentally milling Cavern off Shuko equip was brutal because that was the exact card I wanted to see. Yeah, so in game 1, it's possible that Devin can mill the deck, play Thassa's Oracle from hand, and win. But as Devin points out, didn't come together. So Urza Saga now the play for Devin. Going to be a little bit behind on Urza Saga chapters, I guess. Devin's deck not capable of putting out constructs nearly as threatening as Michael's. I mean, Michael's constructs, as we saw in game 1, could be 2 hits. And the game ends. So I don't think making constructs will be a reliable game plan here for Devin. But Urza Saga could potentially look for Shuko and combo off. Passing the turn. Michael's going to pay 2 life. Make a construct. Wrong construct token.
Trigger.
Okay, Urza Saga is going to float a mana. Consign to memory. No search. Saw Perfect Springs comes in.
What's good?
Painter Servant, not too bad.
I think it's mostly like they're not good model it. And like not like it's like
I don't think it's wrong.
Consign to memory potentially prevented Urza Saga from finding Grindstone.
I didn't play around days. I played right if I had done that, I would have searched Traxa, I was doing Archon, and then
I still think it's having less skill without or get the initiative.
Still thinking about responding to Painter, it seems.
Yeah, I didn't care about that.
Alright, I will name Black.
Okay, the color black is named. Alec in the ink, thank you for the resub. 20 months. Thank you, Alec.
Move to combat after 3.
There's like a million different ones.
Okay, attacking for 3 with the construct. There's a Saga on Devin's side. It ticks up to 2. There's a Painter naming Black.
Force.
Nadu getting responded to here by a Force of Will, pitching. What card is that? Oh, that Amphibious Downfall something. What is this called?
Good way to neutralize multiple creature on turn to play some of the 0 mana things.
yeah, I gotta do this. You got the swords, you have the swords.
I'll take one.
Yeah. Take 3.
Amphibian Downpour. I couldn't think of the name. They brought back the storm mechanic. Unbelievable.
Otherwise I wouldn't do that.
Not unlocking.
Stock up.
Voodoo asking the right question. Where does Storm rank on the Storm scale? Yeah, Wizards, last time I checked, we had a Storm scale for a reason. Making freaking amphibian downpour, pissing me off. I get so angry. This game makes me upset. Anyway. Stock up resolves.
So cool. That for 5.
All right, 5 damage gets through. Construct and Painter swinging away. Well, Needle is on Shuko, Painter on Black. There's the Saga ticking up to 3. It could potentially look for Shuko, but Shuko shut off by the Needle. Devin has stuff like Prismatic Ending to potentially deal with Needle. Okay, floating a mana with the Saga. Now it will search.
For Derek, this is a yeah, the best part is when you have 0 opponents, it's really good. I wish it.
Looks like Michael has 3 cards in hand. Okay, Shuko will be found. It's put onto the battlefield. Shuko.
No, I just went with 3 disruptors. Oh, right. Which were good.
Those are good. Those are good.
Yeah. It's just they got counted.
So you play against the Jedi?
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Disruptor blue. I mean, they always go with blue.
Oh, it's the same.
And you get to count.
Teferi to bounce Needle is another way. Force of Will, pitching Sink into Stupor on Teferi.
I just have all voice.
Have you thought about putting 4 low-tone goals instead?
No, people have played.
Dude, that's kind of like that's gonna take us. Well, you will low sums and shit.
Well, I'm just thinking like if you're playing against like Storm,
Yeah,
like
Storm.
okay, turn in low stone, good luck.
No, against
I'm not wrong.
no. I
How
think
many
more
are
core
wrong?
draws is hard.
I don't think you're wrong.
50 cards.
And disruptor blue is
Still thinking about this Force of Will on Teferi Time Raveler. Devin thinking about protecting Teferi, it seems. Is it worth it to protect Teferi? Teferi could be pretty important. Bounce Needle, combo off.
Yeah, but like, I would much rather not.
No, obviously what happened was not good, but like even if like anything was good, like still was trying to say it.
Michael has a construct made by Urza Saga. It's currently a 4/4. Seems like a tough decision for Devin. But we're going to do it. Force pitching Narcomoeba. Now, pitching Narcomoeba, again, we talked about that a little bit in game 1. Fluster Storm you back. Teferi's going to be countered. Big plays being made. Teferi was defeated on the stack. Potentially Michael 2 attacks away. Now Grindstone as well. Attacking for 6. Dropping Devin down to 3. Or, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I don't know. Devin's down to 4. Fluster Storm was huge there.
No cards in hand.
No cards in Michael's hand. Painter Grindstone combo was assembled. When will Michael activate it? Who knows? Devin cracks a fetch.
Felt like there was some kind of memory to remind that.
Twitch chat liking the Fluster Storm.
Maybe I'm gonna lose because I played around a guy that doesn't exist, but
Damned if you do, damned if you
exactly, that's how I felt.
It's Number with a question. Why is it called breakfast? So back in the early days of Magic, long story short, combo decks were named after breakfast foods and cereals, and it just was a thing. All right, comboing here. Illusionist, Nomads.
sack those three.
Has enough creatures to sack. Flashback Dread Return.
Line here, you would have just got the Oracle. Yeah. All right, game 3.
Moving on to game 3. Devin managed to assemble the combo and fire it off. Game 3. Twitch chat testing my knowledge of Magic history. All right, looks like one card on the bottom from Michael. We are ready to go. Michael is on the play. Looks like a soporific springs coming in. Tapped.
Eldrazi is the entire reason that is the way it is. Because the mid-range decks can't ever be played because Eldrazi just comes into
All right, cracking a Misty is Devin. Back in the early days, too, there was Cephalid Breakfast. There was a deck called Full English Breakfast with Volrath's Shapeshifter. Trying to think what other breakfast decks there were. I mean, there was a deck called Eggs a little bit later on, after Odyssey. Released some eggs. It's all silliness, really. Wizards made the right move to move deck names towards things that were a little bit easier for new players to recognize in the newer formats. Legacy has stuck to goofy names like Cephalid Breakfast that explain very little about what the deck does.
No, I agree. People. It's a very bad choice initiative, I think.
It would be. I would love for it to come back. Well, it's fun. I mean, it's fun because you're going to LED, so whatever. Well, do you see the new Stormless runs
All right, Painter.
Black.
Crazy, man. Decklists.
I agree.
I mean, it's better for 3, right?
Painter's Servant resolved. It is named Black. Here's a ponder for Devin. Harry says we like to make things difficult for new people because we don't like new anything. Harry getting it absolutely right.
I was like 8, right? Make 6 spawns, scry 6.
The deck Mississippi River came up on stream earlier. I'm like, stop.
6 spawns.
Basically, it's already dropped. Don't worry.
Well, I'm not bored of it. Actually, so
All right, ponder resolves here for Devin. Shuffle draw. Looking for stuff.
I'm good with that. That was a fight.
Yeah, Strawberry Shortcake was a deck. A little bit different, I guess. All right, No Man's Core comes in. It's an Odawara. Stock up. Okay. Looking for answers, maybe. Looking for combo pieces, maybe.
I like when a card like this breaks its way into.
I know, because it's such a fair card.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it.
It's not like some ridiculous thing.
No Man's in Core on Devin's side. Doesn't have anything disrupting it right now. We saw Needles in some earlier games, but this This Nomad is safe. It might need to be dealt with.
Mooned out. Mooned out. I know. I know. I was like, I can't believe you got one. Yeah.
Hey, Lotus Petal comes in. Painter attacks. Aggro.
Wow.
Yep. Fast turn.
Passing it back to Devin, who has an unlocked Nomads and Core at the moment. Cavern of Souls naming wizard. Uh-oh. Nadu. It's going to resolve.
Nomad's going to target itself.
Meticulous Archive. Surveil. Dump a Flooded Strand. Second trigger. Nomads and Core to hand. Nadu. Windswept Heath. Narcomoeba. Okay. Can play that Nomads and Core, get 2 more triggers here. Nadu will allow Devin now to jump way ahead on cards. I don't know if this game is over, though. Maybe not yet. But at a certain point, when your opponent has gotten a whole bunch of cards off Nadu, you're in bad shape. But a game we saw earlier on today's stream, Devin, the same breakfast player, went off with Nadu and almost lost a game. You'd have to go back and watch that one. We've had some epic games on today's stream. This match has been pretty good as well. All right, so now instant speed Nomads and Core can be activated for 6 more Nadu triggers. Tech 13, thank you for the resale with Prime. 20 months.
Yeah, well,
This is the top 8 match. Yeah, the quarterfinals. Playoff matches for the rest of today's stream.
do the same thing again. So this is 7 mana, right? 8. 1 make 4 floating.
Nice.
All right, Michael's just going to pass. The Nadu stuff is happening here. Going to get 6 triggers. Serenity is pretty nasty. Dramatic ending could be useful. Teferi can be useful. Rococo says, happy to see you streaming. Thanks for what you do for the Legacy community. Chris, thank you for being here. Otherwise, I'm just alone with my computer, and it's a little sad. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's free. Tell YouTube 90s MTG is cool by hitting subscribe.
I have 4 floating, so you do 1.
Keep that floating on top of it. Alright. Go to my turn.
All right, passing it back to Devin.
Go for the turn. This goes to blood.
2 floating on top of this. Buffy.
You have the potential for 6 more Nadu triggers at least. The Fairy Time Raveler.
So I think you and Derek can start playing.
So I was 7 seed.
I have like a billion. I have Flush Breaker, Continue, and then
Force of Negation on Teferi.
No, a second seed.
Okay, so 2 for 7
Hold on. So Derek.
was 1 and 8. So I played Derek, right? I think.
I got one.
Good.
We'll start playing. I don't know.
Okay, Force pitching Narcomoeba. We saw the Narcomoeba get pitched in earlier games today, and that, uh-oh. All right, we fixed it. Now a Force of Negation on Teferi. pitching Kappa Cannoneer, and it is exiled. Looks like Michael's down to 1 card in hand now.
Casting the Teferi.
You guys are gonna play table 7. Yep.
Another Teferi will resolve.
Draw a card.
Bounce, painter, draw, not bad.
Play this cavern on wizard. We'll attack you for 5.
Make sure you got it.
Oh, yeah,
Serenity's pretty nasty. At this point, though, we saw the Narcomoeba get pitched. Devin has 3 creatures in play currently, so could Flashback Dread return if that's the plan. Serenity about to blow up these 2 petals. Nothing else, I guess, except for Urza Saga.
Saga. And I will draw for turn. Plus. Swing 5.
All right, attacking for 5. Yeah, Saga dies to Serenity. Now playing a Narcomoeba. Just another creature. Yeah, Serenity, an old card that still could be pretty good in Legacy these days. Blows up all artifacts and enchantments, including itself. Urza Saga comes in.
Derek's return.
Second for 6. Michael drops to 3.
Well, I mean, I'm also playing. I played this true. I was ready for you too. I didn't play against any reanimator.
Okay, discarding a brainstorm to hand size, passing the turn.
Again.
That is the match. Breakfast. Devin gets the match. GG's moving on to top 4. Well played. Another good match on today's stream.